I'm taping this rant 36 hours before it'll be posted on Friday morning, when you'll be seeing it and listening to it, to tell you two things. One, matters are changing so quickly, some points may be out of date. I don't think they will be, but it's going very, very quickly. And secondly, we don't have the gobs of cash that CBC has, CTV has from the PMO Taxpayer Fund. So please donate to keep independent voices and independent interviews and analysis on air. Now, we're talking about things moving so quickly. It's hard to keep track, whether the tariffs are on, whether they're off, whether they're doubled, whether they're on electricity, whether they're on just steel. No one can keep track. Even the manufacturers can keep track. But the problem is everybody is feeling pummeled. And my point is that while we feel pummeled and there's going to be people losing their jobs, I think we are going to be in better shape when it comes out. The problem is also, though, we have now a prime minister who is saying exactly the opposite of what he's been saying for the last 10 years. Carbon tax, throw it out the window. Oh, he went to the wall for that for years and years and years. Pipelines, everything he is saying now with this rehashed government is contrary to what this government is doing for the last 10 years. So if you have a problem understanding who is saying what, who's to be trusted, what's going on, I don't blame you. The thing to do is to keep your head down, keep your wits about you. We're going to get through this. And I just want to read from the Globe and Mail. There is Globe and Mail today. Globe and Mail, I'm quoting you. Here's the second to last paragraph, the penultimate paragraph. We are in the final days of the old Canada, in which the complacency caused by the country's over-reliance on the United States for trade and defense kept our ambitions small and our horizons limited. Our ambitions small, our horizons limited. And they're absolutely right. Probably Tony Keller wrote that one. They are absolutely right. We have been small. We have been limited. And it's taken Trump. Why it's taken Trump to force our politicians to admit what they haven't been able to admit for the last few years, I don't know. But he is now forcing us to take advantage of our natural resources, having a pipeline from coast to coast so the eastern provinces don't have to import oil from Saudi Arabia, so that we have our own resources being taken out of the ground and sold. Unlike the Trudeau line, there's no business case for this. He doesn't know anything about business, and clearly the people in charge didn't either, because they were wrong. People in charge in Ottawa. So we have a bit of a mess on our hands. We have distrustworthy politicians. We have some politicians who are trustworthy, not looking their best of shape, calling each other names in Ottawa. We have to fix that. We have industries that are completely wonky. The auto industry, there is an engine being made that goes back and forth between Windsor and Detroit across the border 8 times. So these are smart manufacturers. Really? Unloading and loading an engine 8 times from start to finish and crossing the border? That just sounds stupid to anybody. It just doesn't make any sense. So we do need to change the way we are thinking. We do need to have some changes in industry, and it's going to be tough, and people are going to lose their jobs. My point is, we are Canadian. We are not going to be the 51st state. We will stay Canada. We are going to get richer than ever before. We're just going to have to be a little bit patient until we grow out of the infancy of the last 10 years. 3 minutes. To those of you who have subscribed and donated, a heartfelt thank you. You're keeping us on the air. If you're watching and you haven't, please try to do so, because 4 years ago we started this show because there needed to be independent analysis. Now more than ever, with the Online Harms Act, once that gets into law, it's been passed once by the House, there are going to be hundreds of bureaucrats censoring the news in Canada, censoring this show. We need to keep it on the air. Thanks for your support.